The Archons are real. How to deal with spiritual parasites attacking you. Let's get into it. Welcome everybody. I am the one they call Shadow. Back again with another episode of Shadowcast. I took a short 2-day break. Had to take care of some business. But I'm back, y'all. I hope y'all have been good while I've been gone. So as you know, these Shadowcasts is all about topics that I feel like talking about. And today we're going to talk about the Archons and spiritual parasites. So, and how to deal with them. And so if you follow this channel and you follow me in the topics that I talk about, you know, we talk about all different types of occult knowledge on top of the music, on top of the fashion, on top of the travel and everything else that I like to do. I'm really tapped into the magical side of life, the spiritual side, the mystical side of life, right? So you probably have followed other creators who are talking about topics like this, such as Billy Carson, or one of my favorites, Conjure Queen, and other creators who talk about the stuff that's not mainstream when it comes to spirituality, right? And recently, there has been a lot of people having these spiritual awakenings, right? So I'm seeing more and more people on social media, YouTube, talk about topics like this. So just recently, my spiritual mentor, and then there's another female that does the topics like this. I think her name is called Key Guidance. She was talking about this, the Archons, right? And so they have many names, right? I think they were saying the Archons are also called the Ijiji, which is a spin-off of the what do you call it? It's called the Anunnaki, right? The Anunnaki bloodlines, right? So the story goes, the Ijiji were like a worker bee race that the Anunnaki created to do work down here on Earth, but they got tired of dealing with the bullshit. They got tired of being slaves and they rebelled and wanted to go up in the food chain. And the Anunnaki went ahead and granted them their wish, right? They said, okay, y'all guys want to step up and become God level like us? Sure, go right ahead. And so a lot of the Ijiji were told to be hybrids, right? Like you see a lot of myths and legends about people who were hybrids, half human and half cat, or like a werewolf or a werecat or something like that, right? Mixed, hybrids, mixed with extraterrestrials and hominids down here on the planet Earth, right? So the thinking is, some of those higher level beings cannot exist on the 3-dimensional plane. They can only exist on the 4th dimension and the 5th dimensional plane of existence. And so the only way that they can come down into the Earth realm, in the third dimensional realm, is they need a host, right? They need a vessel to inhabit, right? So that's where the concept of the Archons comes from, right? The Archons mainly dwell in the 4th dimension, according to what people say, right? And so these Ijiji was part of that lineage, and then they end up being hybrid humanoids down here on Earth. A lot of people say the ruling class, the ruling elite, right? The bloodlines, it's supposed to be like 13 bloodlines, and the ruling class on the planet, all of them were supposed to be Ijijis, right? So fast forward, the Anunnaki say, okay, Ijijis, y'all can go ahead and rise up. We're gonna let y'all run this shit on Earth. So they had to come up with another worker class. That's where humans came in, right? But now we're going through the same type of rebellion. We're waking up and realizing that, hey, fuck this shit. We don't have to be like this. We can elevate too. But the same way the Igigis was treated by the Anunnaki, the Igigis is treating humans like that now. So they became the monsters that they hated, right? So they put oppression and limits and systems on humans to keep humans down and subservient to them, right? But we have the same ability for spiritual enlightenment and awakening just like they did. You know what I'm saying? Some ascended masters who started out as humans elevated past Igigi. And, the Igigi in fourth dimensional form is said to be the Archons, right? So they will get on your ass and spiritually attack you to keep you under control, right? Spiritual parasites. They feed off of your negative energy, right? Some would say, they have control of the mass media and control over the entertainment industry and the music industry, and they put certain people in place to make sure that the type of music that gets put out there is this type, the type of entertainment is this type, that we got to keep motherfuckers down and control and controlled by their lower nature, and in fear and doubt and worry and poverty, so we can siphon their energy, right? It's an energy source to eat it like food, right? That's what the Archons feed off of, right? And some say Archons used to be angels, fallen angels, saying Nephilim. There's a whole lot of different stories. But we started talking about this, was like, how do you deal with all these different attacks, these different arrows, these weapons coming at you to keep you subservient, to keep you down, to keep you oppressed, right? Because they feed it off your energy, and they got all types of names for different ones, like the demiurge is like a main archonic entity that feeds off mass levels of depression and fear and anger and worry, sadness, all that feeds off that shit, eats it like it's a full course meal. And so when you don't experience those emotions, they can't eat off of you. So that's number one. One of the number one ways you can deal with energy parasites is to raise your frequency. You raise your frequency and you raise your emotional state to something higher than the lower emotions, they can't feed off of you. So the more you can stay in good vibes, the less they can feed off of you, Now, if you still don't have, sometimes you need a little boost in getting, your frequency raised. So we have lots of different ways that's been used by the ancients and current people in the spiritual community. You can do spiritual baths, that's one way. You can wear talismans. You can wear, things that have spiritual protection imbued in them. You can wear crystals. Crystals, some people say that wearing moldavite helps not only block out negative energy from you, but it takes your own inner power and amplifies it and pushes it out. It takes your intentions and your dreams and your aspirations, and it stores that information into the crystal, the moldavite crystal, and then pushes it out. You manifest faster when you wear moldavite. That's another way that you can protect yourself spiritually from parasitic entities attacking you. What else have I discovered in my studies? You can do spiritual rituals, certain rituals. You can have different libations and things like that. One of the guys that I really love to watch is Bobby Hemmett when when he like gets to do a lecture, before he does a lecture, he does libations to the ancestors, and he'll get like some rum, and he'll spit it in 4 directions. And that's kind of like clearing the space, you know. So like sage, you know, clear the space with Florida water. All the brujas that I know who do that kind of stuff, they swear by it. It works. It just does something. Like when you have sweet smelling scents and fragrances, it just kind of naturally raises your vibe. So that's another way. There are other ways that you can do for spiritual protection, but I don't want to get too deep into the woo-woo stuff. You have to do your own research on more ways you can protect yourself from spiritual attacks and parasites. You can get an energy healer to help you. You know, you can get a pranic healer, you know, to help heal you, cut off all the negative energy off of you. Very helpful. I've experienced this myself, and I know it works. But then, you know, also spending time in meditation too. Spending time in meditation and venerating your ancestors. You know, your loved ones who have passed away, you can still talk to them during your meditations, and you can draw protection from them because because they've left their physical body, they still in the realms, and you can tap into them and get assistance from them, and they love to help you out, you know. Also, you have spirit guides and protectors that you can tap into as well, from going into the Vedic traditions, you know, tapping into Ganesha or some of the Vedic pantheon. You can tap into that energy. All this is just energy, right? This is energy systems that you can use for your betterment and your well-being, right? These are all just different forms of energy that you can use to attack and nullify the opposite negative energy, right? You know, so, you know, you do, sometimes you can hit a negative with a negative and cancel it out. Sometimes you can hit a positive with hit a negative with a positive, and if the positive is more powerful than the negative, if there's more voltage in that, it puts it out. Look at electricity, you know, and simple physics, and see how that works. You know, you got inertia. You know, there's universal laws that come in play. You know, the laws of cause and effect, the laws of duality, equivalent exchange. These are laws that you can't get around, that are part of the universe. These are universal laws. They can supersede a lot of this. If you know these laws, it can help you when you do whatever practice you use to help protect yourself spiritually from parasitic attacks, and amplify them. You know what I'm saying? And then just like a positive mindset, like a indomitable spirit and a confident mindset of assurance helps too a lot to block out a lot of bullshit. So I didn't want to go too long on this. This topic is very, very woo-woo, and I'm just talking on. I'm really just tapping into the surface because there's some things that I have experienced in my own personal life with the energies, being an empath, right? Being a spiritually turned on person, you know what I'm saying? Aware of the energy and being able to tap into the energy, use the energy, manipulate the energy, transform the energy, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, things that I've done and seen go way over the top. I'm not gonna talk about those now today. We're just talking about how to deal with these spiritual attacks and these archons, right? Because, you know, you can say that Archons is the biggest haters you're gonna ever have. They hating on you, you know, because you came here to experience life as a human in this physical vessel, and they hating on you because of what your true potential is. So they gonna fucking try to keep you down and eat off of your negative emotions. And like I always say, once you become aware of it and you become aware of your own inner power, your own inner alchemy, you can do something about it, because now you're aware of it. Now you can take your power back and turn it around to your advantage. That's always the case, you know what I'm saying? Because we want to just use the information and the energies that are available to us to always manifest our highest desired reality. Whatever it is that you dreaming about, that you want to be, who you want to be with, where you want to be, how you want to be, all that. You should be able to manifest that. You should be able to experience that. It's not wrong to have these things. People have told us that this is wrong, but it's not true. You can have everything you want. You can be whatever you want. You can have it all. You can be it all. You can do it all. You can live it all. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that, but you have to drop some of those limited beliefs, like we talked about. Pick up some new ones that serve you, and then keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all it comes down to. All right, I just run through this one real quick. I hope you guys enjoyed this Shadow Cast episode. Make sure that if you want me to get featured on one of your songs, I can help you. I got over 8 years in the game helping artists make dope music. If you would like me to feature on your song, I will come on there and do vocals, I will do saxophone, and I will help you promote it once the song is released. Even before the song is released, I'll help you promote it. If you would like me to give that service to you, I'm offering it to you. Link in the description. Also, if you would like to listen to my music and download it directly to your device, so you don't have to depend on streaming platforms to play the music, and you can get it directly from me and support me directly, you can download my digital album bundle. Link in the description. And finally, if you would like to join a group of like-minded individuals like myself who are all spiritually aware, who are into the metaphysics, who like to talk about the occult subjects and topics, and you also enjoy the dope music that I make, and you want to become a part of the community, the Shadow Riders Army community, link is in the description. You can join it for a monthly subscription of $10 a month, and then there's other tiers too. That's less than a cup of coffee nowadays. That's like less than a Starbucks venti, right? Starbucks be like $12 for a cup of coffee now. You know, you get the latte, all that shit in there. You can like just skip one cup of coffee and join Shadow Riders Army and be a part of a tribe, a community that's growing our own new empire. We're building our own new kingdom, and I want you to be a part of it. If you would like to join, links are in the description. All right, that's all I got for today. I am the one they call Shadow, leader of the Shadow Riders Army, coming to you with another Shadow Cast. This has been a great one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.